What's happening, figure freaks? Welcome back to the channel. Gingervitis75 coming at you with another action figure review. Today we're doing the Marvel Legends Magic the Gathering Spider-Man Man-Wolf. Looking at the box, we got some pretty nice artwork on the side. And wrapping around to the back side of the box, we got the rest of the wave with Man-Wolf. Here we have the Battle Ravaged Spider-Man, which I picked up, did the review, great figure. Passed on the Agent Anti-Venom. I actually just sold the more recent one. And then Mary Jane Watson's Iron Spider, I just passed on because, well, man, I don't need her. The price point makes it very easy to pass up on a lot of these figures. The magic gimmick, as I said before, with the Battle Ravaged Spider-Man. It's a bunch of bullshit. It's too expensive. $40 for a $25 figure and one magic card, where you get like a pack of 7 at Target for like $7.49. And we're basically getting charged for one for like what, 10, 12, 14, $15 even? Boo hiss. It gets the boo hiss right there. So, but I've been waiting for a Man-Wolf. If you remember, I did a wish list for Marvel Legends, and Man-Wolf was on there. So anyways, I am kind of excited for this figure. I kind of peeping it out from the front of the box. He's got that fucking moving jaw. I don't know if I like that yet. We shall see. Let's bust this box open and figure it out. Would you look at that? Gonna have to do some little dentistry right here. It's got a big old snaggle tooth. I don't like that at all. Boom. Dude. That's looking horrible. Out of the box, and I do like this Man-Wolf figure very much. There's a lot of great things about this figure, and there's not too much to bitch about. Let's go through the accessories first. Just gotta say, this wasn't the Man-Wolf I was expecting. If you remember back when I did my little Marvel Legends list, Man-Wolf was a part of it, and I thought it was gonna be more like ripped up, shredded clothes, but I like this look, and he did appear in this costume quite a few times. So I guess shredded clothes look, we're gonna have to wait for Werewolf by Night. Here are the spare hands here. We got the fist and the clawy hand. Actually, one will fit into the other. Look at that. So you can kind of do the whole, like, that thing, you know? So that works. We do have this sword here. Seen this mold many times before, whether it was Black Knight or somebody else that uses a sword. I think the Zemo had a sword like this. Silver gunmetal chromed out blade. We got the red handle and then the gold hilt. Then we have the bow. So I guess he's an archer. We have one loose arrow. And then we have this bundle of arrows, which I think you just bend in half and put it in his quiver back here, because that's the only way it's gonna fit. That's not gonna fit. Let's give it a shot. Hopefully it doesn't snap or something. Is this gonna work? No? Yes. Oh, there we go. Okay. There we go. That's interesting. So instead of like molding it in there, they just did this. Probably a little bit easier, a little more efficient, not as time consuming, and they're loose. That looks cool. All right, good job. Good job. We're not gonna start sucking each other's dick just yet, but it's looking pretty good. I like the figure, honestly. And then we got this fucking stupid shit. Colonel John Jameson. So that's our Magic the Gathering card. I don't even know what this shit's all about. Now we can bring in our Spider-Man, the Battle Ravaged Spider-Man card there. That's what we get for $40 there, guys. A figure and a Magic the Gathering card. Pretty awesome. Also, we get this little backer board, which I am definitely going to keep. It's got the moon, so that... Oh! Man Wolf can... And while he was howling at the moon, I noticed on Man Wolf, look at this. Look at that. I don't know if that's some stress right there, or if because of the bandolier. Seems okay, it's attached. Or if it's just a bad paint job and they had to tuck in the brush in there and they didn't want to get the bandolier all red, so they just skipped it. So I can fix that pretty easily. All right, and before we proceed with articulation, looking more at the paint, I did fix this as best as I could. If you remember, there was that little, it was all white right here. And I just hit it with the Sharpie. Small ballpoint. So yeah, I like this figure a lot. And part of it is nostalgia, because I grew up reading a lot of Man Wolf and Spider-Man and other comics. I was hoping for this. He was on my wish list, but I did also do some, dental work, I guess. He had a third fang that was like sticking right out the middle. Oops. Right here. And it was sticking down to like here. It was crazy. If you guys ever seen like a dog-faced pufferfish, they have that one tooth that just comes out the middle, the front top of their mouth. And if you stick your finger in there and they bite you, it hurts like a motherfucker. It feels like a needle going into your finger. Trust me, I've done it like 10, maybe 12 times. And they paid me for it though. And so I had to use this box cutter here and did a little dental surgery. So 2 things I had to fix up, but well worth it. Now this guy's looking perfect. I mean, the teeth look pretty good to the naked eye, but it was pretty bad before. I should have taken a picture of it before, but I had that thing dangling there, and that was just part of that shit. So, and then fixed that. So my Man Wolf is good to go and looking super dope. I do like this head sculpt a lot, actually. Try to get up a wire here. It's nice. The blackened eyes. And this isn't too bad. I just will never have it like wide open. It just, I don't know if it looks that great. So it's either going to be about like, that looks pretty good. That looks all right. That looks great, actually. Oh, whoa. Oh, that's fucking wicked. All right, so we got a little side-to-side action, guys. Oh, no we don't. I just broke it, didn't I? Oh, boy. All right, that was an easy fix. I popped his jaw right back in there. So it's all good. Actually, he's in there better than before, it seems like. But looks good. Then we also have the articulation up at the head as well as down here at the neck. I don't know if there's any movement back there. I don't think there is. It's just that this is like a little shield around the neck, and that moves kind of separately. See, you can kind of move that this way and the head the other way. So I think that's pretty cool. Got to get the bandolier out of the way though. There we go. I think that's how you do it, how you want it right there. So very nice indeed. Stay in there, jaw, please. Better not have any problems with that. But just, great looking head sculpt. Honestly, I like this figure a lot. I know I'm like jizzing my pants over this guy, but he is pretty nice. Nostalgia. And it just seems like they kind of came through with the quality, with the look. I do like the shirt here. It's kind of like the scale armor, Captain America, Aquaman. You know the guys that wear this crap. Shoulder goes up like that. We got round and round. We got the double jointed pinless. Bicep swivel. We got the swivel as well as a, is there even a hinge back there? There's no hinge. I don't think there's a hinge on this hand at least. So no hinge there. There is one here though. What the hell? What the hell? Okay, let's see here. My bad. All right, so this is a up down hinge and this is like a back and forth on the palm. So some nice little options there. And then I guess we can look at these other hands, and they are both at the palm for those hinges. So that's cool. Mixing it up for, holding the weaponry, I guess. I don't know if that's going to be a sword hand. Probably, right? And then this would be his bow hand. Anyways, stomach crunch. We do have the waist swivel. He does a good splits, ball joints at the hips, swivel at the thigh, cut, double jointed knee, pinless, of course, and then there is no swivel at the boot cut, but we got a nice tilt and pivot on the ankle rocker. It's a shame about this because usually you do have a boot cut swivel when you get these swashbuckler boots. So they gave us this cool idea with the quiver, and this really looks nice. I think the gold and the red, it looks great. But so we got this. And now we're going to have to get a new Hawkeye with this shit. And then we're going to have to get a new Man-Wolf with some swivel boot cuts. Yeah, probably won't happen. I'm sure we'll get a new Hawkeye with this. Or at least when we do get a Hawkeye, we're going to get this stuff. So it's like, you can kind of, I don't know. I think that's neat. So the articulation is, I would say, above average. A toe cut right there would be key, I think. But he is a solid, sturdy figure. No problem with him falling yet. He's just got these big old fucking wolf feet, so he's good. And the paint is great. You got all these little gems, which I think are like signify the lunar crystal, which I think gave him his man-wolf powers. And maybe that's it. I mean, maybe one of these. Maybe it's on the sword. No, it's not on the sword. So, but just solid overall figure. You know, the paint looks nice. I do like the fur on the legs. So, it's figure of the year, guys. Just kidding. Let's get this guy in some poses and all weaponed up. And we'll look some more at this guy and do some fun comparisons. Yeah. All right. So we got him in a pretty cool pose. He's about to load up his bow with one of his arrows. And pretty close to, I don't want to say perfection, but a pretty goddamn nice figure. But I did find the fly in the ointment, the chink in his beautiful green armor, and that would be the fact that he is painted the color white. And when you put things like red handles into his hand, it rubs off onto that white, creating kind of a pink sort of tone. And then you got this as well. Grabbing the feather. It's not too bad up there, but there's a little pink. Grabbing the feather of the arrow. So, get out your white Sharpies or paint pens, because you're going to need it. Otherwise, this figure is really, really nice, and I like it. Not saying he's figure of the year or anything like that. I know I was just joking around, but just super solid. You know, it's unfortunate about the paint, and that's fixable. And I had to do a few surgeries, but to me it was worth it because I wanted this figure to look awesome. Everything is pretty good. Just improvements, I think, would have been the boot cut articulation. And other than that, I don't know. Maybe just we could have gotten this for 25 bucks. I'm certain we could have. You know, if it was just all by itself, and I would have been, you know, creaming my jeans over this guy. But it cost 40 because we got a fucking card with it. So, I'm gonna say 8. 8 on the Man-Wolf. I'm doing it, guys. I'm doing it. Because I do like this figure. If you guys didn't figure that out by now. So, great looking. All right, we're going to move into comparisons. Here we have Man-Wolf next to She-Hulk because he actually ended up marrying She-Hulk. That's right, She-Hulk. Man-Wolf made She-Hulk his bride. Then we have John Jameson, son of J. Jonah Jameson. He becomes Man-Wolf. But he goes up into space, and before he goes up into space and becomes Man-Wolf, he encounters some other force that gives him super strength. Tony Stark makes him the Jupiter suit to control his strength. And here's another look at Man-Wolf with Misty Knight. I think this is kind of a cool take. Yep, he married her, all right. And I was going to tell you guys, heads up. So if you don't want to risk getting a lot of this pink shit on the hands, hopefully you guys don't run into that problem. I would say just grab those fingers, open them up so they kind of flex outward, and then try to get that bow handle or that sword handle into his hand as fast as you can. You know, maybe by opening this up, there will be less rubbage. So you won't be rubbing it as much and getting that red crap all over his nice white hands. I did put his bow back here. I think that works. Pretty cool. So yeah, here we have that retro carded She-Hulk. Part of that Iron Man wave. I do like this figure. I think I actually like this figure more than the Fantastic Four version. I know you're going to hate me for it, but I don't know. I just like this figure more. And here we got some Spider-Men. friends of John Jameson, but as Spider-Man, enemies of his father. We have the battle-ravaged Spider-Man here from the same Magic the Gathering series. We have that retro-carded Spider-Man that came out probably like 3 years ago, I would say. It's got the pins in there that are discolored, mismatching the color of the arm. Gotta fix that. And then we got the Captain Britain Spider. Looking tough. So yeah, there's some Spider-Mans for you. Here we've got Man-Wolf along with some other Spider-Man baddies. We got the Shocker, one of my favorites. Do like that figure. We have this Mysterio, which I think we're getting a new version of. And then we got Hammerhead. It's kind of a crew, huh? Spider Killers. And finally, we have Man-Wolf with a bunch of other wolf people, werewolves, wolves, people wearing wolf-type clothing or wolf heads or cowls. Yeah. We do have another Marvel Legends here, and Wolfsbane came out last year. Sabu Build-A-Figure Wave. Nice looking figure. That face is crazy, isn't it? Now I'll have to bust all these 4 figures out again when we get Werewolf by Night. Maybe we'll have a few other wolf type figures by then. Here we have Timber, the Timberwolf, Snake Eyes little buddy. Great figure. Love the articulation. Love the look. Got the little scar there. Tough puppy. Yeah, so G.I. Joe Classified. And then we got Rick Steiner Jr., Brawn Breaker, with his crazy wolf, black wolf cowl, looking like he just came out of the gray. Brawn Breaker. So there we got it, guys. This was a fun review for me. I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed this figure. Even though it had some little things that needed some fixing, I enjoyed fixing them, and I will love every moment of painting these hands white again someday with my white paint pen that'll probably be 10 years old, so I'll have to take my ass back to Michael's and get another one. But this figure is an 8 out of 10. Lovely figure, super fun for me, and yeah. I'm going to wrap it up with that, guys. So thank you all for watching. Wetsuit is coming. And then I'm going to take a break for like 3 months. And I'll see you here, maybe in February. Nah, I'm just playing, guys. Yeah. I'll be here. I'll keep pumping them out, guys. You keep watching. I appreciate the likes, subscribes, all the comments. I got a G.I. Joe display tour coming up as well. I figure you guys deserve it with all these wonderful subs. I said I was going to do one at like 300, and I'm about to hit 500. So I'll probably do that as quickly as possible. And, as business as usual, Transformers, G.I. Joe Classified, Marvel Legends, WWE Elites here and there. Maybe some Masterverse once in a while. I'll keep doing them. All right, guys. Peace out. I would tell you to put her in arch, but I know you're going to do doggy style. Yes, Papa. Doggy style is good.